Hi, my name is Kellen Saiz. Today I want to speak with you about your fulfillment. Like when you feel that you have done or you haven't done everything you need to in today's day. Like say, had you ever feel that you haven't really made progress in your personal life, your family, and your relationship? Let's say let's talk about the concept of work. You need to evaluate yourself every day. Or maybe what you need to do is not do this self-evaluation, but live with the concept that you have to do whatever you are able to do with the resources that you have. If you are confronting yourself with that situation that you feel like you haven't really done everything you want to do during the day, if you feel like you have so many years in a relationship that you don't feel like you're making progress, that you have some kind of job that you have passed over 5, 3, 10 years, and you feel like you are exactly in the same position that you started, then this video is for you. I will tell you something. First of all, you need to start giving some credit to yourself. Yes, some credit. Because in today's, in today's world, we are thinking and demanding so much. And we're living in a society that has so much demand from us too. And also our family and friends are demanding a lot for us. And you need to start thinking about you. You need to start thinking about yourself. You need to stop exactly where you are right now. Don't think about the past, from yesterday, 5 years ago, whatever. Start thinking right now if the situation that you are right now is worth it. The 10th, stop right now and think about, are you happy? That's the first question. If you're not happy, why not? If you are happy, why? And keep doing the same, and you're gonna make progress on that. But if you are not happy, then you need to stop right now and start looking yourself like you are in front of a mirror, and start asking that question to you like you're talking with a magical mirror that's gonna give you answer, because the answer is gonna come from inside you. There is an inner something, Nobody has those answers for you except you. So I was having a conversation last week with a friend, and he was telling me, I am frustrated. I feel like I have work, and I don't feel like I'm making progress. I am putting a lot of energy all my life, and I have this heaviness, this thing in my backpack that made me feel like I'm not making any progress. Another sense also, my family doesn't help, because they are also telling me, you made the choice to be an artist, you made the choice to be this, you made the choice to be, so you are responsible. And yes, you are. Yes, you are responsible, but you also are responsible to change this, make changes on this. And I'm not talking about change who you want to be or the person you are right now. I'm talking about evaluate your system, your circumstance, and making this reevaluation, make a note, looking at yourself in the mirror and ask why I am right now in that position. Why I feel like I am stuck. Why I feel like I don't have support? Why I feel like I am unhappy? Well, you're gonna find with a very hard reality, because you are the one who had the answer for all of those questions. And when you start answering all of those questions one by one, like you are talking with someone else, then you need to answer those questions honestly, you know? When you start talking about those concepts of those feelings that you have, you will start seeing a little bit more clear of why are you in that position. You will start seeing, oh, I am here right now because 2 days ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, I made that decision. And now, because I was doing certain movement that put me in that position, now I don't feel 100% happy, confident, comfortable. And when you start becoming aware of those feelings and aware of those questions, that you are the one who has all of the answers, then you're gonna find out also that you have so much powers in your hands. Because the reason why you are so unhappy probably is because you are in the process. We do this thing unconscious, right? We do this thing unconscious. And it is ironic because unconscious is some very deep concept that you say, well, I was conscious that I made that decision. No, you made that decision consciously. But the deep down concept, why you made that decision, it was unconscious. And that was what put you in that position. But not necessarily what did you do 2 days ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago that put you in that position. It's the process that you talk to get to that point. Sometimes, you know, the road have a point where you want to make your stop, right? And you know exactly where is the stop. But in the road to go to that place, to achieve your goal, you take sometimes, you know, different way. Like you go, and then you say something. And you say, maybe from that way I can make it. And you know, and then in that way, in that road, you're gonna find out something different and gonna make some distraction for you. Or you're gonna find some obstacle. They're gonna make some distraction and delation for you to achieve your goal. And then when you start finding out this, you're gonna notice, okay, what can I do? Yes, please tell me what can I do, because at this point, I mean, how I go back to the road and go straight ahead to the other point? No. From that position, we need to do whatever we need to do with the resources that we have right now, in that moment. So if you find yourself in that situation, what you need to do is evaluate what is your position right now and what is the best point or the best way to get to the point that you want to get, right? Let's say that your relationship is not working, like I was said at the beginning, but you was happy when you made that decision. I'll get married with that person, right? But you know, things change, and then you notice, oh God, what you don't think about this like you are responsible or the other person is responsible for that. What you think really is, if you want to find a solution, what you need to think is, what circumstance happened and the way they made the obstacle to your process to get what really happened in the process that made that obstacle that doesn't let you go to fulfill this happiness, this marvelous impression that you had the first time when you get in love with someone. And then evaluate all of the circumstances that happen in the way, right? What happened economically, maybe something economically, maybe you stop producing money, or maybe you haven't produced the money to support your partner that he was expecting or she was expecting that you did. Maybe was you changed your physical appearance and then you are not that attractive because you don't really taking care too much about your physical appearance, and you start just focusing on money and working like crazy, and your partner start acting like don't get any interest on you, and then you start feeling like something has changed. Maybe you think, oh, it doesn't love me anymore, and this and that. Evaluate all of those details and make a note, because you're gonna find out the answer, and maybe you have the chance, the opportunity to fix those situations, right? And this is how, and if you can fit that, you can fit it anyway, because you always have the opportunity to step out. Yeah, you always have the opportunity to step out. And don't give me the excuse that, oh, how am I gonna step out with the money? Well, the same way that you step in and you didn't have money at that moment, probably, right? And you step in, and you know, maybe during this time you was alone and you didn't have also this productive life or economically life that people call success, right? And yeah, it has a lot to do with the success and this concept of being successful, having money, right? Okay, you know what to do with this. Now let's talk about work. I have a couple friends, a lot of them, that we have worked together for so many years. We are artists together, we do this, we do that, and they really have a lot of things, not just the talent to be an artist, not just the commitment to be an artist, they also have other skills and professions that I really love. And I always ask, why didn't you, or why don't you use some of your time to achieve those skills? And they say, I didn't do this for me. I did this just for my family, to hanging the title on the wall, to satisfy, to shut up my families and friends that you are not somebody productive because you decide to become an artist. And unfortunately, for many people, when you live with somebody that's not an artist and you are not really productive, economically productive or successful, economically productive for them, then you are not successful. You are, you know, you are a failure person. And it's a kind of complicated concept. It is, because you have, you know, to respect and keep going with the person or with the talent or with the skill that make you feel like you grow, make you feel like you are somebody for the society, somebody for yourself, somebody. And the other person around you, they dedicate their life to have a normal, common concept of life, which is perfectly right. Most of the people do the same, or dedicate their life just to, you know, do this because life is hard and we need to pay bills. And we all know this, right? Otherwise, we're gonna be at the street, we're gonna become homeless, we're gonna be nobody. Nobody's gonna love, respect, or have any connection with us, because when you are not productive economically, you are like nobody. Okay, not always, but it happens most of the time. So let's say my friends, they don't want to do all their stuff, and this is a very common thing on the artistic area. It is not that I mean, in my case, I have been do a lot of stuff. I mean, most of my money, the money I make in my life, are money that I make probably outside of the entertainment, right? If I had the opportunity to make my money in a decent way in another concert, I go make my money and I come and do my art, because this is what I love to do. But let's not go in a different way, because I want to keep straight with this concept. You have to fix, and you have the opportunity to fix this too. I run away like this. They say, you do this thing so easy, like how did you get in and get out? I said, well, the same way that you get in, you get out. It might hurt, because you know, make decisions that imply or implicate a strong movement in your life are complicated, and sometimes they hurt. It hurts because you need to have the ability to do this, step in or step out without hurting your family. They say that you have children, you need to think about them. They say you have a husband or wife or whatever, you need to think about them. And then you need to be careful every time you step in and out of some kind of condition. You just don't think about you, but you need to think about you. You are the first person you need to think about. Otherwise, you're gonna be freaking unhappy, miserable, making happy the rest of people around you, and that doesn't make any sense, right? So we need to do whatever we need to do without hurting others, but do what is convenient for you without thinking about the ecological part, because ecology is important. Then if somebody has some kind of limitation, well, this is their problem, because you need to get out, you need to be happy. So let's do whatever we have to do. Evaluate yourself, looking in your mirror. I have a student once that she was in a difficult situation, and she said, what can I do? And I wrote a questionnaire for her. I don't remember the question, but it was like a 10, 13, 14 questions. And I will tell you something. Those questions create something, some reaction. I remember she gave it back to me, and I give it back to her, because it was her life, and it was to help her to step out of the situation she was. And I get surprised, because the person, I told her, give me all of the answer that you don't create, don't, you know, draw those answers. Just speak out with all of your soul, your heart, your mind, and put in this paper for each question you have. And answer those questions like you are the only one who are reading it, not me, because I'm not here to judge you. And nobody has a right to judge. And she answered all of those questions. And I read it, and you know, some stuff gets you impressed. But because I know she has to be honest, I did very good to contain my impression and say, well, good, you did good, now go for it. And she did exactly that. She answered all of those questions to herself. She analyzed all of her answers. Like if she gets surprised, she cried, she said, I didn't know how I did it, I don't know how I was able to answer those questions. knowing that you are the person who's gonna read it, and with this so much respect that I have for you, and also feel like you give me that confidence, that feel like I can really be me, myself. It's so much for me. And the life of this girl have been amazing transformed. Amazing transformed. She's a very happy psychologist. Rocio, besitos, wherever you are, whenever or wherever you are, besitos for the, you know, those I'm talking about. And really, it made me happy to help her. And I had another student in a similar situation, but a totally different case, and it happened the same. So you are the one who need to answer those questions. That's what I'm saying. This is what I mean. You need to answer those questions. Write it. You write those questions, and you give your answer to yourself, and that's gonna transform amazing your life. That's gonna create some kind of concept, some kind of awareness, some kind of wake up in your mind, in your brain, and the thing is gonna rebuild, and you're gonna get surprised to see yourself, because you're gonna be almost like a totally different person. And I will tell you something, you're not gonna be totally different person. You're gonna look different for others, but this is who you really always was. This is the only that you are really always being the same person. You just didn't know. You didn't discover it. You wasn't able to be free and be yourself. And when you answer those questions and you see how big, how much you are capable of, you're gonna get very good surprises in a very positive way, because it's your life and you have a right to do this. Now that you have all of those tips and tricks that how you can fix some limitation, some kind of limited belief and limited decisions on you, I hope really that you find the answers and that you make better decisions and you become the person you born to be. That's all for today. Besitos, and I see you in my next video. Bye.